So Clark's taking this guy.
Go for it, Clark. Absolutely fine. This next one will want a warrior on. Probably pop defensive because I'm going to pull him, then I'll immediately pull the next one when that dies.
It'll be kicking next.
Alright, so kick and come over here
Kicken's
by Mac.
DI'd.
Come north by Mac. Incoming. Let's back up a little bit. Yep, there you go, right there. Fight him right there. Nice job. Because if you don't pull him right away, that other guy that just walked up to the front of the room comes with him, and they both hit like trucks.
What's a truck gonna do to a tank?
You know, you would think that's the case. Incoming. This guy up 2 kicking. If defensive is still going, kick him. When this guy dies, rush the Archmagus, who's going to spawn in the front of the room. Alright, he's slowed. Go ahead,
Yeah.
kicking. Give him a second to dagger on this guy, because he'll turn around for smoke. Alright, light him up. Sorry, High Priest, not Archmagus.
Trying to remember if there was another mob I was forgetting.
Nope. Alright, Tarkiladon, the front of the room is your hail. Hail him for your flag.
And then back to the entrance.
Back to the entrance. There's a mob along the way if you want to melt it when you get here. Alright, so the trick here, there's going to be this chair at the front of the room that looked like the one that was in the room we were just in. Find a spot to click on it. Do not double click or you will click yourself out of the zone. Just find a spot to click. Eventually it'll port you. The best thing I've found is if you stand like just back from it and click towards the skull. Sometimes that'll work. But yeah, just don't double click because you'll click yourself out of the zone. Once you get down there, head to the, was it southwest corner? Yeah, southwest corner. Because Bert spawns on the east side of this room, so. And if you're not shrunk up, you really want to get shrunk up because you're going to be in this corner hugging everybody for the next like 35 minutes.
Can we get the disease resistant buffed out?
If you don't have Tribunal, we're kind of getting that out to everybody.
Yeah, I'll start casting it once we actually get downstairs.
And I'll have Purifying Chorus running through the whole event.
I was gonna say all of my resists are at 500.
That's saying I don't meet the requirements.
If you just got the hail, what you want to do is zone out using the stone and then use ready at the AOC to come back in. Sometimes you have to zone out to get the flag to set right. That is a thing. How in the world did we get a... Oh, it's a pet. Like, how did one of those get down here? The zone out is just the stone in the corner up there like it was when you were in the open world zone. If you can't get down here. The nice thing is the tool is telling me that everybody is flagged for the zone, so that means flags were straightened out.
Yeah, I think the hailing stuff is more for fixing story stuff later. I forget exactly
Yep.
what happens.
Well, yeah, well, it is. Well, in order to get into the elemental planes, you have to have the stories fixed. So, all right. So what's going to happen here is we are going to. I'm going to give it a second for the last like five to seven folks to get clicked down. You're going to pull this guy from over here. I think it is over here. Spectre of Corruption. We're going to kill him, and then he's to the west. Okay, scared me for a second. I'm like, I thought he was over here. No, he is. We're going to kill that. That's going to start the event. Basically, pullers are just going to be constantly running around pulling in mobs to the raid. There are a total of 12 names. Once the 12th name dies, Burtox is going to spawn. There's a ton of trash. So just assist through and kill things. We're going to work on killing the elites first. Everything else can be mezzed. Some of the elites can, some of the elites can't. So we'll kill the elites first. The priority list is always going to be elites, then named, then everything else. Mostly because the elites can't be mezzed. We don't want them running through the healers while we're killing the named. On that note, you can still work on getting down here. It doesn't lock you out. I am going to start the event, so we're not just waiting around. So incoming, you get a tank to pick this up. Say at this point, you've got 35 more minutes to figure out that chair. This starts the event. So everywhere there's going to be summers of Burtox all over the zone that are spawning stuff, which means stuff is going to spawn in here on us too. So be ready to pick up ads as they come in. Pullers, time to have some fun.
I went north.
I'll go south. Usually takes about a minute or so before everything starts spawning.
Yep.
Once we get going, we just probably need one or two people to start pulling stuff in. We don't have to all be out here. Jeez, I can't even tag them yet because of the FTE
They
timer.
spawned in our room.
Yep. Got everything from the south. Remember, lots of mobs coming. Just be ready.
Everything but the elites in the north.
Seething down.
right there.
They should be a little bit more spread out after this. This was just the initial pop of everything. All right. Now we wait. Drac, at this point, until the names start coming in, yeah, just AoE shit. We're at that gear level at this point where that's what we should be doing in this this event.
Yeah, they have to mez them. They can't stun them until all dawn's out.
Yep.
I was AoEing.
I'm
Well, I
pretty
mean,
sure everybody was AoEing because they
yeah,
were
that's
all
fine.
dropping.
They just stun to stop them.
That was my plan. AoE till the chatters die, then AoE again. Nice. We killed them so fast the summoners don't know what to do. They're like, do we send more?
I mean, this should be a boss wave, right?
I believe so. It's basically like 6 minutes, 20 minutes, and 26 minutes or 28 minutes, something like that is when the names are supposed to spawn, but we also have the increased spawn rate on this server, and this event used to take minimum 50 minutes, and we did it in like 30 to 35 last time because they were spawning so fast. It's almost half the time is what it took us. Yeah, oh, here we go. Next wave is starting. The biggest thing is you just want to stay away from the east side of this room because that's where Bert's going to spawn.
Whole bunch of pets up in whatever direction is west side, killing an elite.
Did it gate or something?
No, the pets are just killing it.
Pets gotta have fun too, right?
I guess. Alright, I see our our second name just spawned. Darwall and Fig. After this leads down, I'm gonna pull in Fig. named incoming. Ready to pick it up. Go ahead and bring the north one, Kaz.
You should just pull all the names and AoE them down.
They actually summon. That can get a little messy. We want to try to keep the names out of the middle too, because they have some PBAOEs and summon. Mosquito incoming as soon as this guy dies. Mostly because he's looking at me funny.
That's Jeff.
Here comes. That's Jeff. So we're gonna grab the south named.
Got it.
Cool.
I forget, is this on a strict timer, or does the next wave just spawn as soon as we kill it?
So it is on a timer, like they will spawn no matter what at a certain time. But if we keep them cleared, I think there's a check and they spawn a little bit faster. Because that's what happened last time. They were like way ahead of schedule. Like the last named isn't supposed to spawn until like minimum, I think it's 32 minutes or something like that into the event. And we had him at like 20, 25 maybe.
I think we finished in 25 minutes.
It was, yeah, it threw me off how fast we did this the first time. Because it's generally a timed event and like you're killing the entire time and like we were just destroying it. This was before, I mean, this was still coming out of, you know, straight out of Luckland. Name number 5 incoming from the north.
Careful fighting them next to the green pillar.
Spiders incoming. Thanks.
Somebody else just killed Burtox.
Big housefly incoming next from the south.
Yeah, they were forming outside POD when we had first started. They must have started at like 5:30 or 6:30. Hey, look, it's Jeff Gold.
Ah, that's Jeff. The other one's not quite Jeff. That's absolutely Jeff right there.
My name's Jeff. Alright, other rat incoming.
Splinter?
That's Reggie.
Diad?
Alright, 2/3 of the way done once this guy dies. Oh, the last 4 are up. I'm gonna pull the
Whatever the
east
last one.
first. Kazen's incoming.
Remember to face these away, I think.
Yep.
Let's meet up.
We shouldn't have to pull any of the other ads, except for the ones that spawn in this room at this point. We have the names. I'm gonna pull south next because it's gonna be a long pull, and we'll save the guy on the west for the final pull here. There are gonna be some ads with the Zoe.
That item actually has 125 hit points and mana.
It's also two-handed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a two.
The two-hand trasher. Never mind.
Yeah,
That was
nobody.
a range.
No caster uses two-handers.
I do.
I think you have the one exception.
Alright.
Oh shit! Where'd I go?
Did you click the pillar in the center?
He clicked the pillar.
Oh, where am I?
Alright, so get back in here before we do anything, otherwise you'll pull Bert and you zone in. We won't kill the last named yet till all this stuff's dead. The one we're on is fine, there's still one more. Let's get all this stuff cleaned up. Make sure you say ready to come back in, you don't zone into open world. Everybody hug that corner when this is dead, because when we pull the last named, when he dies, Bert's gonna spawn like literally just like right over here on the east side of the room.
Is everybody back in? They're zoned out.
That's a good question.
Somebody who popped out.
Everybody looks like they're in the zone to me, I think.
Here we go. Pull this guy to the corner. So the only time I'll say pull a named in because we need to get everything dead. Do not let anything out in the middle of the room. Bring it all back to the corner. Who's our tank for Bert?
Should be Jira.
All right. Let's get all this stuff cleaned up. Alright, so Jiro, what you're going to do when you're ready is you're going to run straight to the corner to the
Rathian's
east.
pet's going.
Someone's
okay.
pet
Here he
tagged him.
comes.
Alright, well, Jiro, get on him now.
I'll let Gerald get him.
Let Jiro get aggro. Nobody else should be attacking yet.
Too late for that.
Alright, try to turn him away if you can. Oh, he is. Never mind. His back just looks weird.
His back
Get him
looks
dead.
weird. His everything looks weird.
I thought his head was facing this way because of his back, and it was just... Oh, never mind. That's just his backbones. I was just zoomed in at a weird angle.
Watch aggro. Never mind. We almost died there.
Somebody named Bessie is dead?
Yeah, I'm a cleric.
Oh, bam, I'm looking.
It's the same Bessie at the start of the Chicago Fire.
Okay, if you are a box and in raid, do you roll need or greed if you need it?
If you need it for the character that's at the raid, you can need it. If it's for an alt, you read it.
Okay, that mask. If you should just go get the tower mask. It's better. It's not that
Yeah,
hard.
as I say,
It
we're gonna
takes
roll.
20
We
minutes
are
to
gonna
do
roll
tower
out the mask. We're gonna roll out the mask. It's like right at that cusp, but yeah, because it's a mask, I'm not even gonna think twice about it. You can one group a better mask. All right, if you need your hail, come over here to the planar projection. Get your hail. It's on the east side of the room. There's a couple people in here I better see. They've been asking me, when are we doing Bird again? Zub, you're in an unknown tongue. I would make sure you are in regular when you hail. I don't know if it's going to work.
I mean, these guys don't understand all
I
languages.
got the flag.
Oh, cool. Then it didn't matter. I just noticed says in an unknown tongue.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
something weird. It keeps switching me back to unknown tongues, and I'm like, I don't know why. I keep switching back to common tongue.
Check the other chat boxes because you might have it in another chat box, and if you clicked into that one, it switches you back. All right, go ahead and roll those out, and then we will move on to Terrace Thule next. Everybody's going to need Lev for this because we have to get over the river in Nightmare. We're going to be going to Open World Nightmare. Yeah, make sure you hail the planar projection. I'm not going to kick it yet till everybody gets their flag.
If you've hailed it, just zone out, and then we can see who still needs it.
Everybody got res. I think there's only one res that was needed, but making sure everybody got it. Once the staff rolls out, we'll head on out of here. All right, head to Open World Plane of Nightmare. The entrance to Terrace Thule's lair is in the open world. So there's an AOC in Nightmare. If you want to swing by Sick Bay really quick and hail Elder Furestel again to finish this flag, go for it.
Is the one by Nightmare all the way by past the hedge?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I may have crashed.
Who's gonna pull that guardsman that guy this time?
I'll grab him.
Just don't go near them. I mean, they don't aggro.
Inevitably, somebody walks near him and then they die outside, and it's a pain getting back out to get them because of the repops and all that stuff.
Exactly.
To kill
Just
him.
might as well just kill him. Because somebody always does it.
Are we doing the hedge too?
No, because it's limited to 3 groups, and it takes. We'd have to like split it up.
Yeah, it's not worth doing hedge right now. It would just take too much time. It takes like a half an hour to run hedge.
Yep, I crashed.
Hit me up later tomorrow. I'll help you get through hedge. I know there's other folks who offered as well. You basically need a tank, a healer, an enchanter, and then as many DPS as you want to throw in there or anybody else on top of it. It's fine. And if you have somebody that can cast Sow, even better, because you can Sow the main guy and he'll run faster through the hedge. All right, once we get inside here, just wait for everybody to get in here. We'll start clearing away to the water, and then we'll go across. Just head straight east once you get in here.
I just died.
You died where?
Inside the... I just got back. I was getting coffee. I guess the charmed pet killed me. Y'all don't know how to kill a pet before y'all leave?
Whoops.
It's killing somebody else right now, I believe.
I think the Channy DC'd.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna drop the DZ. Everybody was gone. I just gated out.
Yeah, I just hadn't dropped it because I thought, just in case somebody still hadn't hailed yet, I was giving them some extra time while we were moving to Nightmare. DZ is kicked, though. Pop, worst case scenario, I'll run my cleric over there and res you later. You should pop at the main zone.
Yank, and I'm following you.
How long does it take for a body to pop out of the DZ?
About 10 minutes.
I can leave Miter over there and take him, get him.
I can get him on my cleric. Just let me know when it pops.
Just worry about it after the raid.
That was very weird.
All right. So
who's on invites? I crashed.
Put an X in guild. So just cross over, head over to the hedge. Just meet up at hedge. Bring any mobs you have with you. Hedge is in the northeast side of zone. I know my directions. I guess just south of hedge looks like a bunch of folks are there. Yeah, just head to the AOC. Bring your mobs with you. All right, do we have a couple tanks over here?
Put an X in guild chat.
Sorry, it scrolled by. Incoming nightmare. Let's get this tyrant taken down.
Let somebody get too close.
I pulled it before somebody did.
Ah. So yes, but on purpose.
Yes. Make sure most of the people were here, and I'm like, all right, we can take him. And the other side is, too, if somebody has to zone out of PONB for whatever reason, he's not standing there, just murder them. Let's get these other ads cleared up. I'm going to spawn the DZ. Don't go in yet till everybody's here safe. I'm just going to spawn it because it takes a minute anyway.
And don't wait for me. I can just FD. If you could put me back in group 2, that would be great, though.
It's going to be close. I think we have... that'll work. We have, I think, 11 not flagged. Alright. You can go ahead and... Is there all the ads are dead?
There's still one over here.
I'll kill this Banshee really quick.
Yeah, it was my pet.
I think that other one's stuck in the water. All right. Go ahead and say ready and head on in. All right, for this part, give her about a minute to zone in, and then we're just going to go and just fight our way to Terrace. Don't feel the need to pull anything back. Just fight our way through.
They're gonna melt.
Which spell is it that's blocking my mount? Never mind.
Well, maybe a illusion? Succeeding, is that the achievement for killing 10,000 undead?
I got that achievement in January.
Yeah, like I said, that just happened. 10,000 undead.
You just spent enough time in Kern's Tower then.
I just looked at I'm at like 2,137. I'm like, I'm slacking on the undead slaying apparently.
3,878.
Well, I'm at 59, so I'm happy with mine.
Get 10 more and you'll be happy.
Why are there even rare spawns in here?
Because they have to, I guess, you know. Gotta meet that quota.
Wish I knew how many I killed. Should count it past 10,000.
That would be cool if it just kept a running tally. If they did, I'd go back.
It does for some of the achievements. You just gotta find the right sheet.
I know I gotta be over 200, 300,000 in humanoids.
Yeah, I think it tops out at 10,000 at least last level achievement.
Yeah, I don't think I have an alt that's under 10,000 in Draki on my main server. Or Griffins.
Real quick, is there anybody who couldn't zone in?
I crashed. Oh my god.
Alright, just when you get back in, I'll get you in. I was just making sure everybody was able to zone in.
I
If
only
not-
see one unflagged person outside.
Who's that?
Maybe two? Splat and IP switches mage, looks like.
Okay, worst case scenario, we will get you guys in. Like you can run them to terrace to get the hail at the end here. Like I said, I kind of was trying to count it, and it was. I don't know. I couldn't focus on that window. But we can get you the terrace flag. So just at the very end, just run in. We'll have anybody who wasn't flagged come in. We'll have a couple of them like gate out or something. If you can't get in. If it was a crash and that was the only reason, then you should be okay.
Are we gonna try to dodge the 50%?
No. We're probably due for a full rebuff anyway, so we'll worry about it before getting in the zone.
Yeah, my MGB is back up, so worst case.
Yeah, what we're gonna try to do is see if we can kill her before the MGB or before her thing hits.
We'll probably go off when she dies.
Yeah, just don't go into her room when we kill it. When we finish killing this, just wait at the rock outside her room.
Some people went way too far.
Yeah, some people are doing laps.
So just hang here a second. I want to make sure everybody catches up. Joe Bob, you want a tanker? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, hold aggro.
All right. I'm fine with that. I think she hits for like 1,300, so it's not like she's, you know, she's not going to be Rallis-Zekking us or anything. There's going to be a bunch of ads that spawn during this fight as well. We're going to clean them up at the end. We're just going to kill her. So off tanks, just try to grab as many as you can. There's 4 gargoyles, kiter classes. Just try to pick those up. Might not even really need to kite them, to be honest. But,
There's a swarm of ads that she spawns at like 75% too. I think we want to kill those. Because there's a lot of them.
Try to mez them.
They're all mezzable.
No, they are not. Half of them are not mezzable.
But we did this last time too. We just blew through it and cleaned them up at the end. We can AoE the shit out of those two. They don't have a lot of health. But let's get her dead and then blow those up. Alright. So you are going to lose your buffs. Could I get one... Actually, let's see. I need an enchanter to MGB haste, an enchanter to MGB C. This is after she strips us. And cleric to do HOV. And that should be okay to get us through the rest of this. No, don't do it now, Shall. Not now. At 50%. So she's going to strip our buffs at one point. So once the buff strip goes off.
Between the time she strips in the buff and the time HOV or one of those spells lands, she'll be dead.
Yep. But that way, while we're dealing with the ads, everybody will have their HP buff back.
So probably want everyone to stack on her.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Joe's going to go in the front. Everybody else is going to stack right on her butt. All right. Joe Blob, on you. Let's do this.
Can I get a symbol? Just in case. No? Nice.
If you have
I got
any
you.
huge
I got
hits, try to do it at like 53, 54%.
Alright. 5, 4, 3, going in now.
Alright, let him get aggro and then... Alright, here we go. Let her rip. I want to see every dot we have on her. Oh, there it went. Wow, she hit it right at like 43.
So I guess you can't beat it.
Yeah, probably
Well, we
not.
probably can beat the statues this time. Did we run out?
Nah.
You can beat it, but you have to one-hit her.
Yeah, alright, go ahead and clean up the ads. AoE. You might be able to actually stun these two, I'm not sure. Clean up the gargoyles as well, because they're going to actually hurt people way more than those little guys are. And let's get one celestial, just because all the ads.
I'll
I'd
do
love to know the
celestial.
timer. I'd love to know the timer on that fight. By the way, 18 minutes start to finish on Bert.
18 minutes?
18 minutes.
I'm about to say that script doesn't even...
The
Shoot,
script
that's
is supposed to be
crazy.
like, yeah, the script isn't, it says 32 minutes on the last mob. That's what the script is supposed to be. But that might be if you're not killing stuff fast enough. She dropped her grappling today too. Alright, go ahead and let's finish clearing these up. Just watching him get AoE down to nothing is kind of fun. Looks like Zach Mail needs a res, and that's
He's
it.
been re-
Okay. All right, get your hails in. Planar projection's kind of standing in the middle of the pile, I think. Oh no, he's up front. Never mind.
Window was in a very odd spot. I couldn't find it.
If you need your hail, she's up here. Or whatever. It's up here. It's a big rock thing.
Do we still have one outside who can't get in?
Let's see. I see Ip is here.
I made it. Flat.
I ran back.
Somebody need an invite? I know somebody said they disconnected, and I haven't gotten a tell about invites yet.
That was me. I made it back. I just ran.
Oh, okay. So you're still in the raid?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Is Splat here?
He's in my group, but he's showing outside the zone.
All right.
Whose alt is that?
Oh, it's Raw Garden's box.
I don't have the hedge done on Splat.
That's
fine. You should still be able to zone in and get this flag at least. You'll just have to fix it later.
Just in case, could you gate out? You're still fine to come on the next spot. I want to make sure there's a GIMP spot open.
I'm gating my 3 out. The spots will open up. They're leaving now.
Okay, cool. I'm just looking at the tool, and he was the first name on the list. That's all. There was no rhyme or reason as to who I chose.
No, it's cool. Sorry, my potatoes take a little bit.
All right. So we'll be doing Saren next, so Plane of Torment. Were you getting Splat over here? I just wanted to know, so I'm not going to kick the DZ yet if you're getting him over here.
Can we get a TL to bind?
Yep, TL to bind, please. For those here, I won't kick the DZ till I get an answer on that.
Looks like that fight took 46 seconds.
Yep. The one that was just posted said, 40. Yeah, there it is.
Is the AOC for Nightmare inside or outside? Or not Nightmare? Torment.
Torment is outside.
Yeah, Torment is out. It's like right next to the zone in from Knowledge.
Oh yeah, TL to bind's probably smarter here anyway. Otherwise, we got to go out of Nightmare.
Just a click out by the hedge.
Yep.
Scaled, I think that's intentional.
What's that?
If they're here, they can win need, right? Even if they're a box?
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, don't even bother trying to get that shit on a main for a greed roll on any raid. Don't even try. There's always going to be a main or an alt or a box that's going to need on that shit.
Well, alts should not be needing. For these raids, because we're rolling stuff out, I said boxes could roll need if they need it as an upgrade.
Where are we headed now?
We're heading outside
Plane of Torment.
I think I'm going to need a minute to fix my flags.
If you find 2 Deathsbane, I'm sitting at the Agent of Change.
And there's no pre-flag for this, correct?
No, there is.
Sort
You
of.
got you have
Everything
to-
we just did.
For Torment, there is absolutely a pre-flag.
No.
Oh yeah, yes, there. Yeah, it's the Tortured by Nightmares. I'm sorry. Or no, not Tortured.
No,
by
that's
Nightmares.
Nightmare.
I will go. I will go.
And who is that? Who do I hail?
Thalia, Shady Glade.
It's in guild chat.
It's in the sick bay. You after you finish
Yeah.
Terrace, you hail the Poxburn, Elder Poxburn, and then you go to Thalia Shady Glade and say, "I will go." There is a thing with this flag though, where I don't know if you need to do that to actually flag for Torment. You just don't get the update with the AA until you do all that stuff.
Yeah, this is one of the easiest steps to screw up the order for.
All right,
So
Splat, let
ideally,
me
you
know
want
as
to
soon
figure
as
it
you
out
have that
before
hail.
you- In fact, it's not even letting me talk to her. I have to go talk to the stupid meditation person.
All right, I'm kicking. All right. If everybody wants to do the 5 minutes really quick, go ahead. This is kind of a longer one. It shouldn't take us more than like 45 minutes, I don't think. But just to be safe, if you got to pee or something, go ahead and do that now. And then meet inside at 35 after.
It is a lot of running around.
It's not even really a lot of running around. It's just clearing. You have to clear each floor. And if you leave any of the minis up, like the guy won't talk to you later, and it's a pain. So we just got to clear the whole tower.
That counts as a lot of running around. Not as bad as Halls of Honor A, though.
This is true.
All right, I hailed Thalia, but I didn't see a character flag.
Okay, you
Say, "I will go."
Yeah, she didn't give me the flag when I did that. I had to go talk to the meditation person because some of my
Everybody's
flags got
flagged.
screwed
You're
up.
fine. Everybody's flagged. You can figure that part out later. If you do the Burt hail and the Terrace hail, you're flagged. It's just to get the update for like the lore and the actual like elemental planes. You have to fix all that stuff. But you can get in. Like I'm looking at the tool right now. We have one person not flagged, and that's Splat.
Way to call him out. Jeez.
Well, he didn't get the hail from the last one, which would make sense.
Quick question,
You're-
boss
you're,
man.
You're flagged
I don't-
for Torment, you're just not flagged for progression.
Correct. So you can clear that stuff up later.
So if you don't do the "I will go" pre-flag, doesn't matter. You can fix that later, right?
Correct.
Confirming. Thank you.
They fixed that in the last like I think about a year ago, and I forgot about it. Like they did an update to the planar flagging where it'll let you into the zones, except for the elementals, because that requires you to go through the lore. So all the other flags, as long as you get the hails, you're flagged. It just isn't going to work for the elementals, so you get them cleared up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think there's parts of the earring chain that scream at you if you don't do it right.
Yes.
So
Yeah, the earring chain is part of the lore, though. It's part of the lore chain, so you have to have that fixed. I'll be back really quick.
Where are we buffing?
I would assume inside since people are inside already.
Guys, I would just hold here at the sort of when you zone in and kind of run up
The top of the hill?
the cliff, yeah. at the top of the hill.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, for those that are here, let's just start clearing our way to the tower to make this easier when folks get back.
Yeah, Zub, they drop off the things that just spawned.
Yes, the Strands of Living Torment are very, very, very common. And they come out of all the spiders and the spider traps for the most part.
Yay!
I was gonna say that lately the hardest parts for the necklace quest are the piece from Soul Row and the elemental orb parts.
Soul Row part's pretty common too. It's just you got to be able to zone in.
Well, I've been trying to get the bile for like 3 days, and I haven't had any luck.
Which one? The thing from Plane of Nightmare or Plane of Justice?
Disease. No, the disease bile.
Disease.
Oh yeah,
What you
that
need
thing's
to
a
do
pain.
is camp in the island in the middle and kill
What drops it?
every single bile that roams. It's a named bile that drops it.
No, it's any of the biles can drop
No,
it.
only a pile of bile that drops it. The festering goos do not.
Yep. Exactly.
Hey,
Yeah, and I
who
feel
needs
like
these?
50.
What was that?
Zub needs one.
Who needs these strands?
Whoever's doing the gate now.
Yeah, if you need them, put an X in raid. If not, then you'll have a million people rolling.
Thank you.
You can find a Mac. But basically, if you go up and just take the south path all the way, you'll come to us. That's how you get here. It's just you follow the path south.
I honestly don't remember doing this.
Oh, then maybe you did.
We did it once. It was during splits.
Right, everybody inside the tower and just hold out there in the first room. I think I'm the only one with a key, so...
Okay, the inside looks more
Damn spider rooted me.
We are making really good time, so we're probably going to do POI, and we might even start tactics.
It's
Yes, but you technically. you're not
Valen,
flagged.
and Relic. You need all three.
No,
don't
to
need
get,
Ralos
to get
for
into
Sol Ro.
Solro Tower, you don't need Ralos. To get into Solro's Tower in itself, technically you do.
Right.
It's really weird. Like you can get into the zone without it, but to actually be flagged for his like actual final room, you need Ralos.
You need Myth Mar for Sol Ro?
Yes.
Yep. You need everything up to it for Solro. You basically need to be elemental flagged outside of fire to be Solro fully flagged.
So we got to kill these charm pets before we go up. Just FYI, in case the
Yeah.
cannons didn't know.
Alright, let's just hang out here. Pullers, pull this floor back to us. There's still a few people that need to get inside the tower, so just keep pulling. Just bring everything on this floor back to us. Once this floor is clear, we'll move up. There's probably a good 10, 12 mobs probably on this floor, maybe more. You cannot COH in this zone, so I need everybody to get into the tower, so I have to open the door for you.
This is a good zone to shrink in.
Yes, everybody should definitely be shrunk, and you're going to need to shrink again after the teleport later, which I will explain when we get there. Alright, is anybody not with us in the tower? I think everybody's here.
That's everything on this floor.
There's everybody. I got turned around. I'm going to pull the initial stuff from the top of the stairs back down to us so people don't get jumped. In fact, it's a boss. Incoming. Pick this up when he gets here. Well, mini boss. Alright, once this is dead, we're going to be moving upstairs to the next floor. to get there, we're going to go straight south, make a right, and then go up the stairs. Once you get up the stairs, hang out in this big open room here. There's a bunch of stuff behind those doors we'll pull out, as it's already aggroing as we come up.
Dispel these, have a damage shield.
Or mark the kings on them. That'll override it. This is all of this floor and part of the next floor, so we're going to go through the doors here. There are 2 doorways to the left, and then there's another doorway there, and you're going to go up some stairs. And just hang out here while we pull the rest of this floor. Actually, they're coming back to us right now. So as soon as they get here, let's go ahead and kill them. Again, this is on the next floor. Acolyte of Affliction is the named. Get on him first. Don't worry about the construct seedlings that are coming in. They will despawn when he dies. Or just blow them up, one of the two. After these last two are dead, we're going to move up to the next floor again. Again, get these dead first. There is a name standing on the next floor. Clear out his room, then kill him. Sneaking in there, aren't you, Bam?
I'm surprised one dropped.
All right, everybody through the door there. Around the corner, through the door, through the next door, straight across the room, and up the stairs. Once you get up there, it's going to be a tight squeeze, but hang out here in the hallway for now.
That's what she said.
Actually, you can move just into the room, but don't go too far, just in and to the left. Just kill these mobs that are at the raid.
Oh no, it's a heart.
Yeah, I don't know why they're still dropping. As I was saying, like, Bam's sneaking in there, he keeps handing them to me.
They're after you, Mac.
Well, after that first night where they're bugging up, they're acting like triples in my bags.
Did you eventually get all of them?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've seen them all at this point, because they were literally multiplying in my bags at one point. It was really weird. Like, at one point my bags were full, and looked, and I had like 2 bags full of hearts.
What was the point of them?
Holiday thing.
Yeah, it's a
I
holiday.
mean, did you get a chance to like turn them in or anything, or did you just?
No, they're candy hearts. You can, if you look at them, they all say something, like if you equip them.
We killing this thing or recharming it?
Oh, well, either way, we're gonna have to kill it eventually anyway. But you can keep it for now. All right, Tigrush is next. If I get a tank to pick him up. Death as Rampage. Guess I know who pulled it now.
Joe.
See if there's anything left on this floor. Nope, there's nothing in that room. Just check the next floor really quick before everybody moves up. Sometimes there's guys like right at the top of the stairs. Couple incoming. Fight them down here.
Too late.
Okay, then rush up, everybody up the top, but just don't go running into that room because there is a, well, quote unquote, the hardest boss in here. He's not really hard. He's up here.
He's actually next after these.
Marik the Prophet. We get to see if we can kill him before he transforms into a big ugly beast.
He didn't transform the last time, so.
He did not. Alright, everybody into the room but hug the right wall. You're gonna see Marik the Prophet up there on the platform. We're gonna rush him and fight him in place. Alright, when a tank is ready, go after him and we'll follow you in. Alright, Bam going in. You're gonna see a bunch of guys like walking towards him as we fight him. Ignore them.
Four dots.
Basically, if enough get to him, he's gonna start getting bigger and bigger, and then eventually he'll transform. I don't think he's gonna be alive long enough for us to see that.
Four absorbs.
I think it takes like 20 or something. He will get bigger though here in a second.
Does he hit harder?
Yes. Yeah, there he goes. So that's phase 2, but he's not gonna even make it to phase 3. And dead. Alright. Everybody needs... Oh, let's kill the pet. Kill the pet. Because we're all going to teleport out of here. So kill the pet.
Where is it?
It's up here on the platform. You're going to see a guy named Tylus Newleaf. Do not talk to him, whatever you do. Just go under the cage. Just hang out under this cage over here. Everybody needs to be squished under the cage. Except for me. Because I need to talk to the guy in a second.
Kill shrinks.
And you're going to need to shrink again after we teleport. There's going to be a big thing here. After we teleport, you need to be very careful. If you do have boxes, you do not want them on follow. If they fall in the sludge in the next area, they will start spawning ads on us. And for every couple seconds they're there, like another ad or two will keep spawning. But it's important that nobody falls into the sludge.
Make sure you're under the cage. Splat is too far out.
Yep, get under the cage as far as you can.
Be the ball.
Be the ball.
Splat, you're still too far out.
Need to be a ball of hate and anger.
I always do that. I try to get on the top step to talk to this guy and I fall. There we go. Alright, it's going to teleport us. So be ready. Everybody's going to be unshrunk when we land. You're going to want to get re-shrunk up, so shrink your groups when we get in there. Yep, get shrunk up. It's a very tight area.
Don't fall in the water.
It got the boo on me.
I see that somebody fell in.
We weren't even supposed to have moved yet. Somebody already fell in.
I think it was probably like during the pile. Somebody probably got slid off. That's the problem when you zone in. Like here, like it's that skinny. Like if you slide off of somebody, you can end up right in the water. All right, stay there. We're actually gonna go a different way than I normally go.
There's still a charm pit here?
No.
That's a new charm.
I mean, there could be a new one, but yeah, no, the other one would have disappeared. All right, bunch incoming. Once these are dead, you're gonna move straight into that first room. I know I normally have us go right, but I
I'm about
found
to
a
say,
faster
you're doing
way.
things different now.
I am. I found a faster way when I was messing around in here. I always had this map that like tells me which way to go, and it was always right was the fastest. I was wrong. Straight is definitely faster. And you don't have to go across, like, you don't have to wind up those stairs if you go straight. All right, so everybody straight into the first room. Hold out here. I'm going to pull back here for a bit, just so nobody has to go.
I was about to say, Brule's map doesn't have this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
which is why I never went this way. Now that I've got goods maps, I've been like reevaluating some of my like pathing through stuff. Like, oh, this is
Wait a minute,
this
whose
is
maps?
faster. Goods.
Goods, like Goods?
Yep.
Goodes.
I have them posted on the Discord. I'll repost them.
All right.
I put them there so everybody can just unzip the file and drop it in their folder.
Honestly, I have both. You can switch between them.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I actually do that too. There's a couple that, you know, one's better than the other.
I didn't know you could have multiple map paps like that.
Yep, subfolders. They'll be listed as a drop down in your map window.
I think I replaced my default with rules.
Delete them. The next time you patch, it'll fix them.
Oh, somebody's pet just took off.
YOLO.
Bad cat.
All right. By the way, these are from the room outside the boss. That's how close we are if we go this way.
Oh, that's way quicker.
Uh-huh.
And
Blew my mind
for
too.
boxes.
Wait a minute, and we don't have to walk across that path?
We do, but we have to walk straight across.
Oh, okay.
Which is what we're going to do here in just a second. I just pulled these. I forgot how far in they were. All right. So we're going to go through this right door. Up the stairs.
And we got a mob back here.
Oh, get that dead first. And then once we're up these stairs, we're going to go straight across. And straight across. And then we're in the room outside the boss room. If 20 years ago me had known this, I would have been so happy. So many people have fallen off that curvy path.
Wow, that's so much quicker.
So much box friendlier too.
Yes, yes it is. It's still a little iffy if, you know, dragon boxes behind you, but hey, guys, come up into the room. We'll pull to here. Like I said, I already cleared out the guys that were in the front of this room. We killed them downstairs already. After these 4 are dead, we're at the boss. Hang here. Keeper of Souls is incoming next. Or Keeper of Sorrows, sorry.
A keeper.
what you need to do is go into this next room and hail Tylus Newleaf. Do not follow the text. Just hail him and then move off to the side. If you need the flag, go ahead and hail him. But again, do not follow his text, because he'll say something about return. You do not want to say that, because it'll kick everybody out.
And if you don't need the flag, you don't need to do anything, right?
Right, just come into the room. You do need to be in the room for the teleport.
So what is this, like base singing 100?
What do you mean?
That crown staff, is that just base singing?
Oh, I didn't even look at it. Yes. Singing resist.
20% better than the epic for singing.
You are correct.
I can't even see the person I'm supposed to hail. Oh, there it is, Aaron.
Just
He's
use F8 in the middle of the pile.
Turn off models, turn off names. It's easier to see in here.
Yeah, just make sure you hail Tylus Newleaf. I'm gonna give everybody like 30 more seconds here. Just get that hail in if you haven't. If you're not sure, hail him anyway. It doesn't hurt anything.
Still hard to see him behind the pile of weapons and pets.
He's just in the middle of the room, dead center. If you just tab target him, you'll see him. Let's kill that pet, by the way. Just in case. Thorf, if you want to drop him.
Dropping.
Alright, then once we teleport back, it's going to be very important that everybody gets max shrunk, because that's the easiest way to do the boss. We're going to shrink and push up against a pane of glass. Alright, last chance to hail. 10 seconds.
Well, I just got a tell from Rathros he wants to make a help.
From the last raid, actually.
He's too handsome to
He's been
hail.
waiting and waiting.
Is that correct from the last one?
No, this is a joke.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
I was
made
about to say, because I remember, is this the one you got booted from?
Yep. This is exactly it.
That's fucked up.
You need to get that hook out of your mouth. They've got you already.
Wait, is that what caused him to get kicked, or is that something else?
No, it's the rant he went on after he
Oh my
went AFK
God.
and forgot to get his hail.
Oh, okay.
And he blamed us for not giving him enough time.
And I mean, we were in there forever.
Yeah, I gave him 10 minutes. I gave people 10 minutes to get their hails in. and it
Why am
wasn't
I
enough
not
time.
surprised he wasn't paying attention?
Anyway, neither here nor there. Let's get once everybody lands, let's get shrunk up. And all we have left is Saren. And then we are done with this zone.
Okay, this graphic thing that they did since last patch is irritating as shit.
Oh, you don't like the gray screen?
Just,
But I will
just
I will
hundreds of gray
reiterate-
bodies.
I will reiterate that everyone needs to be max shrunk for this fight.
Oh, so I'm not the only one getting gray everything when I zone in?
No, I do
No,
that
it's
every
everyone.
time I zone
They
somewhere.
they changed how textures loaded now, so yeah, that just happens to everybody.
It's really annoying. Can't even see where we're supposed to go because of it right now. Guess I could look at my map. Do not go rushing upstairs though, please. I don't want somebody to accidentally aggro Saren. What we're gonna do when you get up the stairs, so once you're max shrunk, and you need to be max shrunk, we're gonna move up the stairs carefully. And then we're gonna go just to the wall here and over to this window, and everybody's gonna hug this corner back here where you see Mac.
Should be Shaw tanking.
So everybody's going to be here except for Shaw, who's going to be over here. Everybody else needs to be in this corner where you see Mac.
Shaw's DI.
Pushed up against the window and just snug into that corner.
Be the ball, guys.
Be the ball, literally.
Can you fall out?
No.
That would be awesome.
If you can't get any further, crouch and then stand back up, and you'll get right into the pack.
I'm going to get out of the pack for just a second. So what we're gonna do is basically, just have. I don't remember if she rampages or not. I don't think so. We're gonna have Clark do it anyway. Clark will just tag her with a stun, pull her in, and then have Shaw pick her up in this corner. Basically, we're just gonna keep her pushed into this corner. We're all gonna be fighting like pushed up against the window, just to her. We'll only get one ad, and that's Sorrow Song, and it'll come at about 25% of her health. We'll finish her off, then we'll kill Sorrow Song. You'll notice
like-
a whole bunch of birds spawn throughout the room, but they won't aggro us if we're over here.
It looks like
And
she
they will
A
eventually
ramps.
Yeah, so max melee.
And please be touching the window. Do not stand away from the window. Have your
Well, yeah.
shoulder against it.
Yep, otherwise you will pull in like 20 plus birds.
Get in the corner.
Yep, everybody push into
Be
that
the ball.
corner. Be the ball into the corner. Everybody. Except for Shaw and Clark.
Still seeing
Alright.
unshrunk people.
Later, shrink up.
I don't think Miter can shrink anymore.
Oh,
Alright.
He's ogre size.
he's not shrunk at all.
Yeah, he's not shrunk.
I was a second ago, but I wonder who I
Alright,
shrunk.
Clark and Shaw over to this corner. Alright, let's do this. Get those tanks on target. Clark, tag her. Oh, why is there a pet on her?
Pets.
Somebody doesn't have pet hold on.
That person should not have a pet.
Alright, just get her pulled back into the corner. Before anybody does any damage, I get some monks. Yeah, monks kick her.
Monks.
Kick her. Kick her into the corner.
Wrong corner, Marik's corner over here behind me.
Yep, push her into the far corner. We don't want her AoE ramping on the raid. Just, yeah, to push her all the way in Shy, you need to back up. There you go. And then do a quick push so she's up against the glass. Alright, DPS him. That's good enough. Everybody else.
Please get up against the glass,
Yeah,
everybody.
get up against the glass, please, while you're fighting her. Do not need anybody out in the room or you'll aggro the birds. You have to be up against the glass.
And it makes me like
You ready for Sorrow Song? Just, he can silence. But she'll be dead before that's an issue. It's
Two
like
people
20,
not against
25%.
the glass.
Gotta be up against the glass. Might be pets, which won't aggro the birds.
Yeah, I see a cluster of pets that isn't flush with the glass, but
It's fine. And Hidden's in an okay spot. I see him up there. Small enough. Basically, you just can't be out past her legs. Just stay here. Do not move out because you will aggro the birds. Just stay here till they despawn. Kill Sorrow Song. That was a lot of people. Holy crap. I didn't realize we had that many that needed Saren.
can't speak for anybody else, but missing 3 weeks of raiding screwed up my flags horribly.
That's fair. It's completely fair.
Actually, I think it was 4 weeks now that I think about it. Because that's right, I had to ask you to reactivate me on the DKP site because I'd missed so many days.
Yep. All right. Use your tab targeting to get the planar projection and get your hails. The birds will eventually despawn and then you can move, but right now you can't really move out into the room, so because he's standing right where Saren died. Go ahead and get your hails.
Is it sad that that area is an upgrade?
I mean, it's an upgrade for me, I think.
Yeah, like I said, if it's an upgrade for your character, need it. If it's an upgrade for an alt, greed it.
Oh, that's definitely an upgrade. I don't have that focus right now.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to roll on it. That folk. Well, that works on my dots for guard dots.
I would assume so.
No, it does not work on Bard dots.
Oh, never mind then.
It does not work on bar dots?
No.
Oh, no, fuck it. Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah, so if you don't do Saren this way, every 10% you got to stop and kill birds.
So that range item actually has 100 HP. I don't know if you wanted to still roll that out or not.
It's right
It's
at the
mage
cusp.
only.
She's only tier 2, yeah, and it's mage only. We'll roll
Okay.
it out.
Yeah, just pointing it up to make sure.
Yeah, this is technically the end of tier 2. So it's once we get into tier 3, which is going to be bot and tactics, we'll start seeing stuff that's 100, 115.
This technically is the first raid where decent items do drop.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, it's still good stuff. Don't get me wrong. This is pretty decent stuff. But yeah, once we get into tactics, we're going to see the bow. We're going to see Blade of War, possibly. Alright, once this stuff rolls out, I'm going to kick us out of here. Make sure you get your hail if you have not yet.
Yeah, the items haven't been looted yet.
Okay, go ahead and roll those out. I think you just need to click the roll on them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I closed them.
Cezanra, Drakmeyer, Shalzar, Gratz, go ahead and make sure you loot those. So I can kick us. Looks like just Drakmeyer needs to loot. There you go.
Her corpse is still there. One of the parchments, I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, hopefully it was
Kick
just one of
us.
those.
Yeah. Well, all the loot was rolled out, so I mean, if it was a parchment, I'm not that worried about it. I just made sure the loot got looted.
Yep.
All right, we're going to be heading to Plane of Innovation next. Take out Maniatic Behemoth. We're not doing the Dragon. That just takes too long, and it's not necessary for progression. So we're just going to do Maniatic Behemoth, and then we'll move on to Tactics.
Kaz won something we didn't loot. Oh, never mind.
It was just a parchment. It's too late now anyway. We got kicked out of the thing, so.
So yeah, head over to Outside Plane of Innovation. Do one more quick break, so 5 minutes, about 9:21 or well 21 after on your time, and we'll head in. If somebody that's heading over there first, I'm gonna go put the kid to bed really quick. So if somebody heads over there, they want to pick up the DZ, so people can go in. That's fine.
Does Bardock? He didn't loot his parchment.
No, that's okay. I didn't realize I won it.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about parchments. We have those dropping like candy. All right, I'll be right back.
Gonna check something.
Where are we going first?
Innovation.
Where are we heading?
That away.
Your mom's house.
Plane of Fear.
POI.
Plane of Fear, okay.
Plane of Fear, but she
We
has
can
to
finally
zone in
beat
through plenty
Kazakh
of time.
2.0.
We've killed Kazakh 2.0 a whole bunch of times.
What?
I know we can, yeah.
Yeah, like only like the past I don't know, 3 or 4 Sundays.
Didn't do it this weekend, did we? I don't think so.
Not this past one, but we did it the 3 weeks prior to that.
Yeah, I missed those days.
Okay, so don't think you need to hail anybody after killing Saren, because I just went to the just checked my flags, and I think it didn't actually it's not telling me I need to go do anything. It just says Saren is complete.
Can't launch the DZ. Can you, Clark?
Jumpy stuff.
Do not attack the gnome.
How do you bring up the target window?
Shift T or Alt T.
Star show.
Ah, there it is.
You need to say, I will test the machine to the gnome. Don't attack it. You need the flag.
easier.
Where's the gnome? Sorry.
In this big main room on the psychopath group. So, like in to the right.
Sorry about that. I am on my way.
Hey Matt, when you get a chance, can you move Miter or Geba to the same group so my box and my main are together?
Ah, shit. I had
Eh.
auto attack on. Fuck.
Which group? Okay, see. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that group that Miters and his 3 healers anyway, I think they're fine.
Probably gonna need to let him kill you, or if he's got bards on, we'll need to mez him and
Yeah, Membler should be enough.
Did you guys attack
Res
the?
sync.
Okay, so to
He's
that
still
guy.
aggroed on somebody and he's dying
Don't
really
attack,
fast.
Don't attack the gnome.
Who is
Don't
killing
kill
that thing?
G-Win. Do not kill G-Win.
He's back here.
He is dying
who's he
really
attack-
fast.
Oh,
Guys,
he's dotted to hell and back.
I
Why?
missed him.
Who would dot him? Why?
I think you can heal him.
Stop dotting him.
Get the pets off of him.
I was gonna say there's pets on him too. Yeah.
he's gonna die. I
Yeah,
mean,
somebody charm him.
He's
Charm him
toast.
and heal him
Charm
before
him.
he dies.
Charm him. Charm him so we can heal him. He's dead.
Whoever owns McDonald, he just wasted the guy.
Blockhead, Garjo,
Douglas.
and Henning
That's
were
somebody's box
dotting him
crew.
and casting spells.
Yeah, it was my boxes. I targeted all the things that were on the extended target and hit attack on everything, and I tried to back them all off, but I didn't get it done in time.
Okay.
Well, guess we're not doing Behemoth then?
Well, we can still do Behemoth, but anybody who didn't get to say I will test the machine is going to finish their flag tonight so that we can get them back in here to do it.
Yeah, we've already killed stuff, so you've already kind of won the replay timer and everything.
Will he repop after we do
That just like fuck us?
Well, we're going to find out. All right, everybody move to the Behemoth. Well, to the room outside. Never had anybody actually kill him before. I've had him attack people. I've had them die.
You don't need to kill those 3 mobs.
Those are minis.
You can kill the tin soldiers, though, that we pass.
Doesn't he need to be alive?
About to find out.
Yep.
We're going to find out for sure. Behemoth is still up, so we should be fine. We'll
Did
see if
somebody
he
kill the
spawns
guy up
after.
front?
Yep. Somebody's
Whoops.
box crew
It
murdered
was a
it.
mistake. It was a mistake. Somebody aggroed him, and I didn't notice that it was him on aggro. Not the
Awesome.
one who aggroed him to start. Just the one that finished it.
They'll probably still pop after Maniac Behemoth dies, yes.
So which groups are on which side then?
Looks like Loya's on the other side, so Loya's group, if you want to head over there, you can just start killing these clockworks. That's fine. It takes 5 minutes anyway. Do not pass through Maniac Behemoth's room. You need to go through the hallways to get to the other side. So Loya's group, head over to the other door. Let the spiders come to us. Don't chase them down. Just kill them outside the door on the other side. I have full My brain's not working. I trust that their group should be able to handle it just fine. Between Joe Blob and Trappin, probably alone, but we have Geba and Loya over there too to help kill him. Looks like Yankin went over there as well. So yeah, if you're in group 12, go ahead and why is Loya in 2 different groups?
It shouldn't be.
I only see him in group 12.
Oh, I thought I was looking for Loyata. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, they're not living.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, cool. But yeah, just keep killing spiders. Don't let them into the room at all.
I figured we had a bunch of clerics. Didn't need my druid or shaman.
Yep, that's fair.
Did we send people off to the other side?
Yep, we got a group over there killing. Again, just let them come to us. Or let the spiders come to us. Don't chase them down.
Majorn, come back. Majorn's like, I got this on my own, guys.
Evidently.
I mean, with as many pets as we got over here. I'm just spamming my pet macro.
I will say this, I think it's kind of dumb that you can still kill Jeevan after all this time.
That is really weird, yes.
Because the other guy's like Felon, you can't kill anymore.
And you can't kill the dude in the hedge maze.
Kill the
Yeah, that's
dude
Felon.
in bot still. That's the when it's a big problem.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. You can Tylus, or not Tylus. That's what's his face?
Asker?
Asker. Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Has his script even started yet?
Yeah. It starts when you start killing spiders. It takes 5 minutes.
Is there an emote or something that happens when he does it?
No, it's just he triggers when the mobs don't go into his room anymore after 5 minutes.
Yep. So you just have to kill spiders for 5 minutes and you'll go active.
Probably
Could be
4
anytime now.
minutes, 15 seconds on this server, if I had to guess.
I don't think that matters for his spawn timer. That's really just a respawn thing.
Yeah, these spiders are suppressing him basically. Once he's not suppressed for a period of time, he goes active.
That is the lore of it.
But what group was gonna stay outside this other door?
Magehorn, by himself.
Just murdering things. It sounds about right. These things are like nothing. That's how they don't give XP anymore either.
That's why I haven't moved my power level group in here.
Is that why all the PL groups are at the zone in now?
Yep. There's no point in coming in the factory because they don't give XP anymore.
When did they nerf that?
Last patch.
Last patch. I moved all my freaking channers over here, got set up, and then started to pull, and I was like, why the hell am I getting XP?
Oh, wait, so you can't PL here anymore?
You can.
You
It's not
can.
factory. Like the whole point of them getting into the factory was because the spiders also give XP, so there's a constant flow of experience happening. But they nerf the spiders, so that's why you see all the PL grips of the zone in now. But after LDN comes out, they're all moving over to Crypt of Decay anyway.
So they literally took the experience away from the spiders.
Yep.
That's so crazy.
I'm surprised it took him as long as it did, honestly.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't get changed back when this was live.
Anybody remember the constant snake spawn back in Sarah down at the bottom?
Yep.
You used to be able to pull one mob and then you would get 6 snakes every 6 seconds.
Yep. Oh, they nerfed that a long time ago, though.
Oh yeah, they nerfed that like immediately.
Been killing here for at least 6 minutes.
There he is.
Just went live. Alright, he's gonna AoE silence on the run-in, so Spirit of that pops on you. I think you're up.
Make sure we keep killing spiders.
Yep, do not stop killing spiders at all. But everybody else will be on Maniatic Behemoth. Just a couple of people need to stay out here and kill these.
He's coming in, evidently.
Did you say pops?
Yep, go for it.
Alright, I'm going.
There's the silence.
Only lasts for like 5 seconds though, which is nice. Yeah, try to get pushed back into the room if you can.
Splat down. There it is.
Alright, once he's dead, everybody on the room. Alright, everybody out.
Yeah, he spawned.
Yep, G-Win spawned. So we're gonna try something. He spawned over here by us. He didn't respond to me, but you can try to say I will test the machine, but go ahead and hail him. If nothing else, at least get your hails in. He's over here by this door.
Gave me a character flag.
Yeah, he'll give character flags, but if you didn't say I will test the machine, I don't know if you can say it to him to get your earlier flag.
Oh, gotcha.
Which just means I'd be out of order, but
Yeah, it's fixable. We can just bring people into the factory and open world and have them say it. It's not a huge deal. It's just more of an annoyance. Go ahead and roll out those capes.
Probably stop killing the clockworks.
Well, they'll still blow up if they get in the room, right?
Yes, but we don't. It doesn't matter. So the other group, you can go ahead and come over. Just stop killing, or at least get the ones you have dead and come over. Like you don't have to keep killing them. Just murder those before more get there. And then, yeah, if you want to run through the room, you can, but at your own risk, because there's one walking in right now. Basically, they blow up for like massive damage in the room. Everybody that needs the flag, get the flag.
Where's the guy at?
He's in the doorway here on the east side.
Don't run through the room though.
Yeah.
A couple spiders going in there.
Yeah. So if you just come around, he's just standing here. If you're not sure if you have the flag,
Literally
go
in front
away.
of Mac.
I'm gonna stand on top of him. There you go. Can't miss him.
he's bald.
He's a gnome.
All gnomes are bald.
Go.
What's next?
Play the tactics.
Ooh.
That's what this flag is for. This is the tactics flag. Alright, did everybody get it? Last call. Booting the DZ. By the way, we are ahead of schedule.
Are we doing our Z today?
If we have the time.
I think we're going to be having the time.
The time to do what? Roll of Zet 2?
Yeah.
I think we'll get all of Tactics done.
The only thing Saren was the last thing we had listed, and we were like halfway through our time, maybe.
Yeah. I thought I was pushing it with that, like, honestly.
I
I'm
think
like,
we
well,
might be able to get to Mythaniel Mars.
No.
No, that you have to do all three of the. You have to do Valor. You have to do Halls of Honor. There's a lot of people power on your flag for Valor.
Yeah. So we got to. Yeah, that's gonna be.
What do you mean not flag for Valor?
You have to do a Justice trial to flag for Valor.
We have people that don't have trials?
We have a lot of boxes and alts in here, so I'm going to assume yes.
Well, the next time somebody's doing trials, I would like to get my alt at least that. That way I can get Storm and then get Bot and live in Bot.
You just have to be level 46 to do the trials, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And you can cheese it with a strong group and extra people.
Just a couple mages. You'll be fine.
Wouldn't mind doing
Extra
all the
people?
trials. If anyone wants to do
Yeah,
all the trials.
monks are gonna need them. Monks are gonna need them all. Actually, we'll need a bunch of people with them all for
2.0s.
There are spots that you can stand and loot the marks, even though you're not in the trial.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, that's how we did probably 30% of the guild right at the beginning.
Okay, somebody's going to have to teach me that one.
I can show you.
Because I'll run all the trials all day long if I can do that.
Me and Nerdy sat there and ran the same trial over and over and over again and got most of everybody flagged.
And they repop in DZs, so.
Yep, every 20 minutes.
Oh, so you could get a DZ for the trials.
I had a DZ for the trial, and we just sat in there for 4 hours. Every 20 minutes we did it.
That is Soul Rose Tower.
That is the
I don't think
wrong
that's the
one.
you want. I don't think that's the one you
Fail.
It's not
I
even the one
targeted
next
the
to it.
wrong AOC.
That's it. You just locked out everybody.
Nah. We wouldn't be doing it until next Monday anyway.
Probably there's only 2 people not flagged for him. Or is you just need innovation for this one?
Well, so I think hailing the guy after Behemoth is enough to get you into tactics, but it's gonna.
No, you have to hail him before. It's part of the thing. It won't let you in unless you do it. Trust me, I found out the hard way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because it's letting like everybody in but 2 people, which is.
Well, a lot of people got the text before.
We got the pre-flag, yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess before he died.
Yeah, Ipswich was the one that had.
By the way, if a rage-filled gem drops, I kind of need one.
Dropping a fresh predator. I know I could use a virtue on other people.
I can refresh focus.
I can do virtue.
All right, stay at the zone, and if you want a fresh focus.
Zoning in right now. Yeah, let's get buffs out before we move here, because we have 3 bosses we're gonna take out in rapid succession. So
Yeah, I see a bunch of people still outside, so I'll hold off.
all right, we are gonna go north first. Whenever you see a, hold on, I'm checking my tracks. I gotta remember what they're called.
Shadow Master.
Yeah, Shadow Masters?
Yeah, Gendron Shadow Master. They need to be faced away from the raid. They have a frontal cone AoE that knocks you back and strips your buffs. Yeah, Hendron Shadow Master, that's what they are. So they always need to be tanked when they come in. They need to be turned away from the raid. It's really important, or this causes a problem. All right, let's get buffs out first before we move.
Still a few people outside, but
Yeah, I'm running that way. My wife called me.
Is there a level requirement for this one?
55.
55, yeah. So, Resner, you should be good.
I think it's elementals that it changes to 60, and it's actually it's a requirement within the AOC itself. So there's nothing we can do to circumvent it.
Yeah, Resner's saying it's telling him he's too low.
Then maybe it is 60.
all right, focus went out. If you missed it, send it to Eldo Shaman.
Maybe tier 3 is 60. I thought if it let him into Torment, it would let him in here, but I guess
I got that shit blocked.
I always have to click off the share form. Bringing a couple friends. We're gonna move to the top of the stairs. We can keep buffing, but we're gonna start clearing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go in about 30 minutes. About 11:15 my time, so about 8:15 your time.
Okay. Gonna move to the right.
Just a rare creature here.
And hold the blade. Yeah, and as you see, some of these are going to split.
Do we need to hail anyone for this?
After we kill the bosses.
Alright, cool.
Do 10 projections. Until then, nope. The entire pre-flag for this, which is the flag itself, is the Maniatic Behemoth that we just did. For that, next set of mobs. There is a Shadow Master in that next room, so I did not pull him yet. Alright, the Shadow Master's incoming. He needs to be flipped to the other side. Ignore the fact this guy's marked. I was testing a hotkey. Yeah, the Shadow Master's flopped right now. Oh, now he's coming. Get a tank on him and turn him the other way, please. He's coming in. Or did you fade him? Oh, there he comes. I will take him over this way for now. Oop. All right, get him flipped. Everybody needs to be behind him. Kill the Shadow Master first. That should be your main target. Yeah, those things are nasty, and there's a whole bunch of them on the way to Ralisek, so I think we have 2 more actually to kill now. So what we want to do is actually fight them away from the raid, facing away. So just hold here at these stairs. We're going to pull out the other Shadow Masters. Right, first one incoming. Pick it up, face it away. All right, everybody in behind to kill it. There's another one incoming in a second. Same deal.
That's everything here.
Yep. All right, we're gonna move up to Valen's room. So this guy's gonna work. We're gonna start fighting him. He's gonna split into 4 or 5. I am going to raid mark one. That is whichever one I raid mark needs to be killed last. We need to kill all the ads, then kill that one. They're all gonna be named Val and Zek, but there's a trick because one of them's actually you can do /target Valen underscore Zek underscore 00, and it will basically target the real one. So I'm gonna mark that one. Kill all the other ones that aren't marked. Just follow the assist. Who's our tank on this one? For the real one?
I think I'm up.
All right, cool. He's all yours. But again, all tanks need to be picking up the ads once he splits. Just be ready. The one that's marked, kill last. There we go. It has a 1 on it. Kill all the other ones. And we have to do that 4 or 5 times. And once they all die, he'll spawn back into 1, and then he'll split again. Alright, the one marked needs to die last.
Get off the marked one.
Oh. That's what happens when the marked one dies.
You guys gotta be careful.
I have that one marked. Kill all the others before you kill the marked one. It has a 1 next to its name. Don't kill it. Otherwise, we'll just get overrun with Valen's X. It's a pain.
Sounds like fun. These guys are giving XP. You can fight them forever.
Alright, got one marked. Get on the different one. I thought I had one marked.
Yeah, I'm on the marked one, or I was on the marked one. Yeah, I'm tanking it.
Yeah, there we go. Now I got it. I don't know what happened there. I think it marked and then it went away.
The real one truck's pretty hard.
Definitely harder than the others. That's the way you're supposed to tell. But they also name them like 01, 02, 03. Oh, there's a planar projection. Go ahead and get your
Now
hands.
he's actually dead.
Yep. I would say it was swimming in the middle of the room. And he dropped his girdle. And his obsidian scimitar. those will be DKP'd. Death, you got that, or you want me to put them up?
I'll get it. Give me a second.
Yep, no problem. In the meantime, for everybody else, as long as you're close enough to the corpse or those are unlocked, we're going to go over here and click on the door. It's going to put us right back at the beginning. Make sure you get your hail if you haven't yet. It's in the middle of the room back there. Planar projection. All right. Once we are back at the beginning, we're going to start working our ways to the south. Into probably the worst boss in here.
There's some debuff on me called Valen's Subversion. Do I need to worry about that?
Nah. I think it's just a like attack debuff.
Makes you run slow.
Oh, is that the snare? Oh, Hendren Shadow Master up here. Get him turned around.
I don't know what it's doing. It just says Valen laughs at your pathetic skills. Besides that, I don't know what it does.
Loot's up.
Alright, just keep moving up and killing here.
Marzix, that's the same thing I have. It doesn't have counters. So that's just a random drop from basically anything. You can get it at the entrance.
So I just looked it up. It's 60% reduction to aggro. That's what it does.
So Marzix, I think you actually want that then. Yeah, I have definitely seen the dense hammered casing just drop off of stuff at the entrance.
We have another Hendon here for Deathbringer. It does the same thing, knockback. Just keep him turned away. Let's get him dead first. I guess anything named Hendon needs to die first. After this is dead, I'm bringing in another Hendon. Be ready? Alright, it's incoming. Let's keep this turned away from the raid. Everybody move up and kill it. And hold in this room for a little bit because we're going to pull next couple. Shadow Master Vinta will be coming in after this one dies. That's going to be another one that needs to be turned away. Turn this guy away from us. He's just the named version of the other ones. Hand in Shadow Master first. I know there's a red one in here, but Shadow Master first. Face him away.
I was all alone. I thought my team was behind me.
All right, you can move up to this next room, and then we're going to hold here.
The girdle is going to scaled for 4.
All right, we got a couple Hendons incoming. Keep these faced away.
The scimitars are going to Geba and Joblob for 1. Sorry, Joblob get it for 1. Geba got it for 2.
All right, so this next part's going to kind of suck. He is leashed to his room, so we can pull the stuff out without aggroing him. Oh, it's just that he ported me to the middle of his room. That's
You
going
guys
to
are
suck.
probably gonna want to stay a little bit back.
Oh, yeah, I'm dead. There's that rage-filled gem someone was looking for.
Yeah, who needed that?
Bardock needs one.
You should just roll that out. A lot of people are going to need that.
What's it for?
Works for me.
It's for the combat manuals.
Oh, yeah, then you'll want to random 1,000 that for anybody working on it. But make sure you're working on it before you roll.
Yeah, really. There's a few things you got to go through to get it.
If you need it, go ahead and random 1,000.
So I would stay at the back of this room near the stairs at the closest for this because we need to pull out the mobs from his room, and he, as you just saw, he shadow stepped and snared me. There was nothing I could do about it.
You want me to
So,
pop in Volmac and run in?
No, that's fine.
Anyone else going to seething 541? Once, twice. So
All right, I got a couple out coming out. Ignore. Oh God, he summoned me. Why did he summon me?
Does he call of 0?
Died again.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting teleported or.
It sounds like it's just something he does if it keeps happening.
Well, he shadow steps you if you're on aggro, but I got summoned to one of the mobs I was pulling. Like, it wasn't even him that time. I got summoned. You had been summoned. Which shouldn't have been, because he shouldn't have been at 98% health. This boss sucks, by the way. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is going to be a ranged. You're going to be really lucky because you're going to be able to keep doing damage on him. Anybody that's melee, you need to try to stand behind him. We're going to try to keep him facing towards his door. Probably not going to work. He's going to boot people. He's going to strip your buffs. He's going to cast AoEs on you. Half the raid is going to die on this fight. It's just how this fight works. Every time he shadow steps, he wipes his aggro table. So the tanks just have to fight for aggro again. There are 2 Hendon Shadow Masters in the room that I've been trying to pull out, but I keep getting shadow stepped because he aggroes you the second you get in the doorway. There, Marzix is dead. We're trying to get these guys out of the room for us. Because the last thing we need is in the middle of everything else going on, having Hendon Shadow Masters running through the raid, hitting everybody.
Got one.
Probably better off with a ranger just standing way outside the door and attacking the guy from the other side of the room.
I mean, monks should be able to range pull these. We got like 300 range on our pull. I just got one of them.
All right, I'm trying to get this guy as close as I can before Talon pulls me back. Can somebody tag that from the doorway? It should be in the middle of the room.
Got it.
Thank you. I don't mind the sacrifice. It's just funny because it's so ridiculous. It's like, and you're back. Oh, you thought you got out of the room? No, you're back.
Yeah, he keeps supporting me back.
Yeah, I had him tagged. Just come back here. I'm sitting. He'll come.
He does just stupid amounts of damage. It's like...
Got that pet. If you could bring him back.
Isn't that pet gonna strip buffs when it breaks?
Yeah, you don't want to use that as a pet. Just kill it. Because he's going to strip buffs too, so you're going to send your pet in, he's going to strip the buff, and it's going to come running at you.
Or he's just gonna strip us.
My corpse is in the room somewhere.
I've got it.
Let me know if you need me to release, because he booted me right as... Okay, cool. Sometimes if you get, like, knocked back right as you die, like, your corpse is not in the spot you think it is. Yeah, if we have charm pets, we're going to want to kill him for this. In fact, for Ralos, you're going to get your charm pets during the Ralos fight, and I'll go over that when we get there. I have a even better strategy for Ralos that I thought was broken and is no longer broken. Ralos is going to be a cakewalk. So yeah, there's no real strategy for this fight. It's chaos. It's tanks fighting for aggro, healers healing who you can. Everybody's going to be getting hit with AoEs. There's not much you can do about it. Just trying to zerg him down as fast as possible. That is this fight. It sucks. As soon as a tank goes in there, he's going to get shadow stepped. Talon's going to start shadow stepping around the room. Range, like I said, if you're a range class, you have the best chance of surviving this fight because you can just lay on the damage and not get on the top of his aggro. Yeah, it's a kamikaze fight. It really is. So tanks up front when you're ready. Let's just do this and get it over with. We'll get our reses and move on to the big bad in here, and we should have plenty of time. So as soon as you cross this threshold, he aggroes you. So tanks, let's say 5.
Put a
4,
DI on shot.
3, 2, 1. All right, go for it. And we'll want a celestial on this as soon as we can.
Mine is
Probably
down.
Just one of the other clerics.
I'll do mine after you get done with yours.
Just pour whatever damage you got into him.
Yep. Yeah, like the AoE, he's going to turn this kind of like in Plane of Time. If he turns on the raid, he'll hit you, but you can't stop him from turning here. He randomly targets people to cast an AoE on. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, just try and split out.
There was a trick back in the day where you could have rangers outrange him and he wouldn't get aggro and you could kill him. You'd put like 6 rangers on him and come back an hour later.
Yep, could one group them.
And he's dead. Nice job, everybody. There's the bow.
Those aren't bad fists either.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with those fists.
Nope. 3rd best in slot in the expansion, I think. 4th best, something like that. Outside of Plane of Air and then the Shinai. Nice job, Cameron. I'm banner burned him.
And lived.
Well, like I said, he doesn't have an aggro table, so it's like the tank will get aggro. He'll turn and hit the tank, then he'll turn around and hit somebody at random. Like that's just how he works. So yeah, go ahead and hail the planar projection. Get your flag. All right. Once everybody's rezzed, we're gonna meet up where we port. We'll probably just rebuff before Ralos because we're gonna have a whole bunch of those Hendons we're gonna have to fight. So send tells for your buffs. Go ahead and click the door here to go back to the middle after you get your hail. And just hold here for a second. We'll move to Ralis in a minute. Just want to get everybody out and on their way, so we're moving together here. After we clear Ralis's hallways, we're actually going to do something a little different this time. We're going to take both Decorans, which are the guys that spawn the event, to the side that Talon spawns on, and we're going to mez them there until we're ready to start the event. So we'll clear the hallways, we'll pull the Decorans, but we're not going to kill them. We're
Loot's
just going to keep
posted.
them mezzed. All right. Has everybody clicked through the door?
No, there's still people in there.
Okay. Just a warning that the mobs in his room do respawn even in a DZ, so get your hails and get out of that room. Click the door. Don't want to AFK there and have a Hendon Shadow Master spawn on your head. All right, we're going to go left around the pit. Just kill our way around. So yeah, I think what it will do is just because of the debuffing mobs along the way, right before we spawn the event, when we have both Decorans mezzed, we will buff up and med a little bit and then start the event. Yeah, you can take pets for now, but before we do Ralis, we're going to want to kill those because there's going to be pets in the pit you'll be taking during the fight. If we do this the correct way, we actually don't need kiters. Shadow Master at the top of the stairs here. Let's face him away. And everybody behind him to kill him. Alright, another Hendon Shadow Master. These are random, by the way, in each of the spawn spots. We've just had a ton of them already. And we're just going to get more.
Two more on the right.
Yep. Oh, there's going to be a bunch around the whole hallway here, so.
Yeah, this is where they normally are.
Yeah.
Old Lake, as long as it's not red in your window, you don't have to be in the room.
Shadow Master coming in from the left. Turn it around.
Kaz gets one of the fists for 12. Cold Lake gets the other one for 13.
After that Shadow Master's dead, got another one incoming.
Geba gets the bow for 1.
Sweet letter.
I've had all these points, but I've never been able to take them on a raid before.
Congrats. Congrats to Kaz and Cold Lake. Those are actually really nice fists.
The bad thing is I have to leave because it's after 11:15. I've got to be up in less than 6 hours to go meet a client.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're so jacked up now because you won the vote. Really
I know. I'm going to be like full coffee.
Alright, behind us, I'm going to be pulling 2 Shadow Masters. We need to clear both these hallways kind of simultaneously, so I'm going to start pulling from this way before we finish the other one. Because these do repop. So tanks, I need you to get on these, turn them around. After I got booted down the hallway.
Yeah, you got yeeted.
I thought levitate stopped that.
It dispelled my levitate as he hit me.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. Got another Shadow Master incoming. Actually, there's 2 of them.
Darn it.
These damn Shadow Masters.
Yeah, that's also why I'm like, might not even be worth having pets, because every time they run in and dispel, your pet goes, I think I'm gonna go attack you now.
Got another rage-filled gem.
Yep. If you need that rage-filled gem, random 1000, please.
Alright, let's finish pulling to Barrick. And then like I said, when Barrick comes in, we're gonna just mez him. And we're gonna bring him all the way to the other side to where Grunhork is.
Does no one need that rage-filled gem, or was I out of range of people's roll?
3 people rolled in it last time, so.
Bardock rolled a 227. I didn't see another roll.
Magehorn just said he passed. He was the other person who rolled before, so.
Congrats, Bardock.
Alright, another Shadow Master incoming. If he decides to walk this way. Alright, Decorn Barrack is coming in with this group. Decorn Barrack needs to be mezzed. Do not attack him. Do not do anything, because we're going to eventually break the mez and move him down the other hallway with us. Just kill the Shadow Master. In fact, let me mez him back here for now so he comes in last. He resisted. Of course he did. And he resisted again. So this Decorn Barrack needs to be mez. Do not kill him. Kill the Shadow Master. Thank you. Yeah, don't attack him at all. He's the spawner mob for the event. Well, one of them.
Guys, stop attacking it.
Why are people damaging it?
Alright. We're moving down the hallway. Everybody move to the south. Just leave him there for now.
We need to clear this room.
No, we don't have to clear the room. Sorry, I was trying to tell. Just
Okay.
come up to me. Let's kill this Jindin Flayer that's incoming, and just hold here for a second. All right. Decorn Grunhork, actually come up here. Can I get a enchanter to come up here and just mez him? The other two are going to come. We'll pull him off. Just mez Grunhork where he's at. All right, I pulled the other two. Just get Grunhork mezzed. Kill the Brawler. Thank you. Perfect. Actually, that's right where we want him. You can go ahead and bring
He's
Barrack
barred
to
mess,
us.
by the way.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's not
dotted him.
No, it's not a dot. It's a debuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, need a chanter to mess him, or do you want me to just keep him?
Yeah, no, we want to keep him mezzed, and we're gonna bring Barrack and put him right next to him and keep him mezzed too, and then we're gonna get our buffs out.
I'm
We're
just
gonna
saying,
keep them
do you want a
mezzed.
chanter to mess him?
Yes, I absolutely want a chanter to mez him.
Right now it's just bard mist.
Yeah, Autotune has him.
And then I want, like I said, bring Barrack to us, the other one, and we're gonna mez him up there too.
All
And
the
then I'll
warriors
go-
have virtue.
Do we not have chanters?
Usually we do. Yeah, we got Thor.
I've seen 5 of them.
We got 5 enchanters. Okay.
I just been resisted.
Shalazar's been with the other. Yeah, Shalazar's been with the other one. Well, let's
Alright,
get these
somebody took
guys. Yeah, so that you got them debuffed. Perfect. We're going to let him come all the way over here. Bring him up here next to this guy. We want him back here. And then we want them both mezzed, and then we'll group up and get all of our buffs out. Because we've got to kill 4 bosses in a row. Okay, perfect. Keep those mezzed while we get buffed. And
We
I'll go
buff
over
it
how
up
this is
there
gonna
or
work.
at the bottom?
We can buff at the bottom. It doesn't matter as long as we just are all together here.
Be the ball.
Yep, be the ball. Okay, yeah, get those. Just get buffs out. If we could get a, was it focus, a haste. There's one.
If you need focus, send a tell. I do not have MGB. When I say send a tell, I mean send a tell to a shaman.
Looks like somebody hit us with MGB focus. Do we have any enchanters with MGB up?
Yeah, clarity.
Well, probably more important that you hit everybody with the C. And then melees
Incoming.
and tells for
10
haste.
seconds.
Okay, so while we're finishing up the buffs here, this is how this is going to work. We're all going to move up onto this platform after the buffs are done. We're all together right now, so I want to spread us out. We're going to kill these guys. While we're killing these guys, Joe Blob is going to be standing right over here, ready to pick up Talon when he spawns. That means there's going to need to be big heals to Joe Blob. He's going to be tanking Talon this whole time. When I call in, we're all going to go behind him because Talon's going to be facing away from us. We're going to go behind Talon and melee him. Ranged, obviously, you can stay at a ranged. Yeah, first you're hearing about it, now you know. I could volunteer another Shadow Knight, but I decided to pick you. You got volunteered.
Voluntold.
It's going to be very important that you keep his back away from the raid, though, like up against this column, like in this little like hole here, just turned away from everybody. So you might have to pull him out and then back in, but you got to get him basically to that spot, so his back is to us.
Right here?
Yep, right in there. You'll fight him right there. Which means anybody that does not have pet hold, you need to kill it now if you do not have pet hold. Like that, plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. We cannot have a pet go running when he sets off his AoE on this pull. Otherwise, it will screw the whole thing up, and then he's going to start AoEing the whole raid. I get everybody to move up here together. So just move up to the platform here, next to the mez mobs. Keep them mezzed. I just need everybody out of the hallway. Healers, you should be able to heal him from this corner over here, which should also avoid the AoEs. Just make sure you can hit Mac. It's splash heals, so just make sure you can hit Mac from there. Perfect. All right. I know it's a little different than we did it last time. Hopefully, it's going to be a lot less hectic than we did it last time. Anybody who's down there needs to be up here with us. Again, reminder that if you do not have pet hold, kill your pet. Please and thank you. All right, everybody else should be up on this platform, except for Joe Blob, who's going to be hanging out down there waiting for Talon to spawn. Again, you could probably tag him and then back him in over here, but you need him. It's back to the raid is what we're basically the goal is here. How are we looking on mana? And I want anyone with a heal splash healing Joe Blob till we get it under control and get Talon slowed.
We're just going to kite him, right?
No, we're going to fight him right there. You'll see. All right. Everybody should be up on the platform here. If you're down there at all, you are wrong unless you are Joe Blob once these two die. Because he's going to spawn a little bit down the hallway, and you're just going to back him right here. Once again. And everybody's going to wait for the call in before you do anything. So do not attack him. Just get him. Let Joe get him, then get him debuffed. Make sure the heals are going out, and I will call DPS in. All right. Let's do this. Let's kill these. Let's start this. I need another Shadow Knight to step up if he dies.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Basically, same thing. You're going to pull him right into that spot. We got to get big heals on you. Right. You ready to start healing Joe? Everybody else stay up here. You want to be out of the AoEs? Scared me to death, Bam. Scared me to death.
No, this is an indoor zone, Marzik.
We got Harmony on him, so the debuff should, yep, perfect. Back him into that spot. Get him debuffed. DPS in. Behind.
He cannot be slowed.
Okay, get behind him. Right here, max melee range behind him. Again, behind him. Not to the sides, not to the front. Behind him. It's going to keep you out of most of his AoEs. Oh, Wapok. Oh, yeah.
DI fired.
Big heals to Joe Blob. Big heals to Joe Blob. Anybody's got a heal, splash heal. That go a little smoother than last time? All right, hold there. Res, any dead? We are going to have a Shadow Master incoming, so pick him up and turn him around. There's going to be a couple of these in that room, unfortunately. They're coming in from the room.
What happened with Wapak? Did I get it aggro or something?
I think it was just a heal aggro. So every few seconds he wipes his aggro table, which is why we have the Shadow Knight on him. Because the Shadow Knight has dots and stuff that are going to be ticking on him. It's going to pull aggro back.
Yeah, I just stopped healing.
Yeah, no, it was bad timing. Your heal landed right as he did his aggro wipe. Nothing you could have done about it. Our Shadow Master's up.
Been a while since I had to think about a buff clicky.
Okay, so we're gonna try Marzix. I'm gonna have you try to split him out if you can. Hold on. Wait for one of them to walk back and I'll grab him. Assuming they do. Alright, who's our tank?
I think Zeb is up.
Okay. It'll be just a second anyway. We're waiting for these guys to go back.
Zeb's DI'd.
Alright, so we're probably gonna have 2 ads with him. Raids on the ad. Tank pick up Valen. Yeah, because they don't walk back, they're his guards. Remember, he's gonna spawn 2 extra ads in the middle of the fight. Alright, kill the ads first. They're incoming now. Let's get them burned down. They may split. We get the 1 Paragon we can throw out.
Paragon's out.
Thank you. Okay, 2 more ads. Valen's going to split at 50, so remember, stay on the main one. The off tanks pick up the ads, we'll clear them up when he's dead. I think they're blue con. There.
I wonder, do the clones count as god kills?
Maybe? I'm not sure.
They don't give a faction bit.
Couple more ads incoming. Go ahead and res the dead. Yeah, I don't think anything in here really gives a faction hit though, unless it's like zone specific.
Yeah, Rowless isn't a bitch like Tunair.
Oh, I thought the gods always had some weird, like, whatever faction line.
No. Not always.
Planes of Power is a little different. Like, there's some faction in, like, Halls of Honor, but it's literally just the Halls of Honor guards that you're already KOS to. So it's like...
There is a quest tied to it, but it's not worth worrying about.
No, it wasn't even worth worrying about in like when it was in generation.
Do the ones in Planet Valor have faction?
I think there is a faction
it's the
there too.
same
But
faction for the guards there.
No, because you can be KOS HOH, but you're not KOS and BOD.
Yeah, for the guard dudes. It's just the guard dudes in the back that are guarding NB.
All right, everybody in to the left. Let's get mana back. There's one more mob I'm pulling in. Pulling him out and around Ralos. As he makes a beeline. Oh, that scared me. He turned and ran right towards the doorway.
I see 2 Rallises there. There are always 2 Rallises there.
Yes, one is the one's supposed to despawn, but he didn't. He's not aggroable. It's the like visage basically that makes you know that the event's up. Let's get a MGB DMF out if we can, please. Because we're gonna we have to float down later anyway. Let's just get it out of the way while the clerics get some mana back for this fight.
Should be kicking up.
Kicking his DI'd.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody's gonna need love. So Ralis is just gonna have a he has an AoE, but it's nothing to really worry about. The thing we have to worry about is his AoE rampage. So max melee. Kicking, you're gonna fight him like basically right over here, just facing him away from us. I'll pull him in. You just snag him. Make sure he's facing away from the raid. Again, wait for the clerics. What's man looking like? Yeah, good enough. All right. Because remember, we only have to get him to 50%, and then he depops, and we have to go kill him in the pit. So, all right, kicking up front. I'm gonna pull him in. Just pick him up and face him away from the raid. Healers, make sure you're in range of kicking. And coming. Alright. Give him a second to get some aggro here. DPS in. Max melee. All right. Does everybody have Lev? You're going to want to go out here and to the left and float down to the platform. And you're going to want to go around the pit. And drop down very snugly to the corner over here. Whatever you do, do not run at Ralos. And if you do, die. And it's a different corner than we fought him in last time, but that's fine. I want all melee to be down this side of the wall. About halfway down, because you'll move in to attack him. We're going to fight him in that corner, so just hug the wall. Healers, you can go over here. We're going to pull this Death Knight just to kill it, get it out of the way. Just get it dead. So healers, you can step over here almost to the corner, or maybe even just around the corner. If you can still hit the tank, you can be out of range. But you should be in one of those two spots. Who do we got tanking on this?
Should be Jiro.
So Jiro, you're in the corner. We're gonna have Clark pull him in when we're ready. Not quite yet. To the corner, we're gonna have a Ranger weapon shield and get him in there. That way Clark is on Rampage, and the Ranger will get him in place. Now, ranged classes. This is what you haven't seen before. You need to be very careful. I don't want you just using auto attack without paying attention, or auto fire without paying attention. If you tab target through the room, you're going to notice that there's a bunch of things without a name on it. It'll just be 100% with no name. Your job, as soon as we pull, is to kill all of those before the first spawn of ads comes in. If you kill all of those, we will only get 2 boars every ad cycle. Those boars are charmable. So enchanters, when the boars come in, charm them and throw them at Ralos. So, again, you should not be in the corner unless you were a tank. Everybody else should be melee on the south wall, and healers and casters on the west wall with the groups over there. You do not want to be standing in the corner because his AoE ramp will eat you. So the splash heal fight. And who's my ranger that's going to have a weapon shield for us? Oh, Trappins is down. Okay, E-Tag, you're going to be in the corner to pull him in with that stuff. Everybody else, again, if you have a ranged attack, your job is to tab target through the pit and kill all the stuff that looks like it doesn't have a name. Those are the ad spawners. They're pretty much just corpses laying on the ground that don't do anything. They don't attack back. They don't have a ton of hit points. Rogues or whatever, anybody else that if you want to help with that, you can once he's pulled. E-Tag, yeah, yes you are. Alright. Range classes, get one of those things on target and be ready, because you're not going to need to be attacking Ralos right away. He is going to come with 2 ads that spawn in the middle there. We're just going to have to take care of those. If they come with him, we'll just pull them out. Off tanks, pull those out. We'll get them killed. Again, ranged, you need to. Your main job is to get this other stuff dead, though. All right. Clark and E-Tag and the Jiro. Or is it, who's the tank? Sorry, it is Jiro. Okay.
It's Jiro.
Okay. If you guys are ready, let's do this. It does not fight back, Drainan. E-Tag, you ready? Ready. Okay. Let's do it. Song's off. Off tanks pick up those ads. Everybody else assist through on those ads while they get Ralos picked up. The rest of us, we're going to go through this pit and find these non-targetable stuff and kill him.
A bunch of the clerics got eaten.
I'll keep heals in.
I was spamming Flame Lake. I don't know what
Divine
happened.
reses. If you got them, use them.
All that stuff in the pit dead. So DPS and Unralos. Yeah, I haven't seen anything else to target. Alright, everybody in Unralos. Max melee. Be ready for the ads. There's going to be 2 boars that come each time. Again, they are charmable. You can throw them right at Ralos for extra DPS. Shadow Knights, be ready in case we get a bug where the other stuff still spawns, that you need to pick it up and kite it. Bards as well. You can blow your cooldowns on this guy. Just 2 boars. Right, get those charmed and thrown at the boss.
One of the 4.
I don't think we're going to see another 2.
Nope. Alright, as soon as he dies, go ahead and kill these, break the charm. Ooh, no Blade of War.
I mean, he's open world too. If you want to run it back.
No thanks.
Pass.
Alright, Hail is the middle of the pit. Planar projection. Come and get him. Is everybody rezzed?
Scaled.
What does Ralos get you? Is that all the other elemental minus fire?
You need Ralos to get up to Solasecro or something like that. Like, you need Solasecro and Ralos to get the fire at least.
So why did he go after clerics? That's what I'm curious about.
Right, he beelined it.
He aggroed on somebody and got low health aggro, and then I think they just were too close to that person.
No, because I was spamming Flame Lake. I was shooting everything, and he wasn't coming to me.
Yeah, somebody had low health aggro for some reason, and the clerics just all happened to be standing in the same spot, and they got smoked too.
Yeah, he got the AoE ramped, is what happened. He went running over to him and then hit his AoE ramp. Right. If you did die once you get res, just come to the middle of the pit and get your hail.
It could have been a pet too. Like pet might have engaged him on the pole.
Alright, I got Scales corpse here. I think it was under Ralos.
No, it was in the middle of the thing.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Scales is only 57, so it's not just 60.
Yeah, it's got to
I
be
don't know.
57 cutoff.
That could be.
Because at 56 couldn't get in.
Yeah, because he asked me if he could come in, and I said yes, as long as it'll let you in the zone.
Loot's
Back flag
posted.
night. Nice job, everybody.
And just so everyone knows, that was me that had aggro initially. I didn't know you guys were pulling, and I healed E-Tag on the pull.